Hey, what's up, Trash Talkers? Coming at you with a special Friday edition of NFL and UFC Pick'em. I do have to address our page today. All right, lots of triggerness going on there. Just so that you all understand, those of you that were triggered today are probably not going to watch this episode. But for those of you that do watch it and then know what's going on our page, the admin who put this stuff up there, I am one of them. I laugh the entire time. Okay, whenever I notice that you have any slight like tick raise in your back of your neck or your hair, I go, it's full out. Right. All I'm gonna do is just keep jabbing at you until you write a 16 paragraph essay on Facebook or share a link that I don't click on. All right, because I'm not gonna click on it. I'm not gonna read it. I'm just gonna comment about it, and then you're gonna get mad even though I didn't even read it. Okay, so again. Nobody cares that you don't like the NFL because some guys took a knee. Nobody cares.
Not even a little bit.
Not like at all. And
No,
the fact
it's so silly that they expect us to.
Well, the fact is I'm okay with you not liking the NFL. I understand why you don't like the NFL.
100%.
What I don't understand is why you would go on a funny joke about how the Bears haven't had a quarterback in decades, and you'd bring up politics. Like
the National Felon League was one of my favorites.
Just scroll, man. Go to our page has a meme every 5 seconds pop up. Like just scroll to the next one. Okay. Anyways, that was my little soapbox for this Friday night thing. But hey, shout out to our sponsors. All right, we got Ventura Training and Athletics. Again, if you're sore, if you have I know a lot of veterans are hurting. If you got a mat guy near you, go to them. All right. Go see them. Trust me. They work and it's all natural and no bone. It's all muscle manipulation. Go see them. And then 10th Mountain Distillery.
And if you don't have one, I got the next best thing. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But no.
So, hey,
some fantastic bourbon. This stuff
that
is
bourbon
world-class.
is what I'm drinking. Real good. So just put in that VTT code, get your discount. I think you have to order 3 bottles to get the free shipping. So just order 3 bottles. That's what I do. And they send me some too. So that works. And whom I forget, Cardinal Financial. All right. So if you got any loan questions or you want to get hooked up, go talk to Zach, go on our website, click on it. And then Gold Star Century Team is not a sponsor, but we are partnered with their cause. They are awesome. And Bill the Mad Russian, who again, Facebook community is not actually Russian. And for you peoples that called him a commie, Russia isn't communist anymore. Okay. Just a little geopolitical, information for you. But Bill, explain the shirt real quick.
Hey, yeah. So again, part of Gold Star Century Team. We are teamed up with Gold Star Teen Adventures organization that does a bunch of paid trips for our Gold Star kids. Because once again, you guys heard me say it. Whenever a soldier gets killed, we see all the RIPS and Till Valhallas, but everyone forgets about the kids that are left behind. So this organization does a lot of scuba trips and camping trips, hunting trips, all that stuff. So we got the Gold Star Century Team. We're going to be wearing these shirts when we do our races, mixed along with some veteran trash talk teams. And then on the back.
Turn all the way around, Bill. You don't got to look at the camera. I'll tell you. Now go forward a little bit. We
don't need to see your face the whole time,
Go forward a little bit. Go forward a little bit. No, other way. There you go. Never forgotten. I got all the names, right? That's pretty awesome. So, hey.
And that's all the names of the
Hey Bill.
Yeah.
When you first were telling me about this about Gold Star, you mentioned a hunting trip that a young man went on, and actually mentioned how it went. Like they actually taught this kid how to dress a deer.
Yeah, they teach all the kids hunter safety and all that stuff. And then when they get the deer, they teach the kids how to dress the deer. The whole.
I mean, if you think about that, like the where else is he going to have a male figure that has some of the same views, has some of the same similar ethos as his father, and respects his father's legacy, and will show him how to do that. That's that to me is amazing, because that's a life skill that you need that connection to be able to learn how to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Great cause. So let's go back to our last pick'em. Which was out. The Mad Russian wasn't on it. We did a real quick NFL one. And if you bet on my Thanksgiving picks, I apologize. But I did warn you, Thanksgiving, I said I'm betting on emotion and not off of brains. And that's what happens. All right. I took the teams that always win on Thanksgiving and they blew it. All right. The Lions blew it. Dallas blew it. Like,
Hey, Matt,
whatever.
my Matt Patricia over under on how many people he was going to punch for the biggest piece of turkey. I actually, he did go over. He did get fired. So I did make some money on that one.
However, I did hit both my locks last week. So make sure you listen to when I say lock. All right. That is what I'm saying. Put your money on that. All right. That's I'm well over 80% on my locks this year. I had 2 bad weeks with locks, and we're on week 13. So keep doing it. I know my bookie account is doing very well on my NFL picks. So keep it up. All right. So we're going to start with the Big Earl. Usually we start with the 2 boring guys and we close it with a hammer fist, but
never heard of him.
Never heard of him. Yeah, that's great. What show is that I always use that? It's a talk show.
I can't.
But every time it says somebody's name,
This
never
one.
Heard of him.
This one.
Yeah. Well, all right. So Joe's gonna run me through the games, and I'm gonna
rock and roll.
Pick them for you.
1 o'clock Sunday, we got the Saints heading down to Atlanta.
Okay.
So we got New Orleans at Atlanta. New Orleans is -3 on the where I'm looking. It might be something different as what you're looking at. Tough call on that one.
Yeah, I like the Saints. The problem with Atlanta is I really like Atlanta, but he was sacked 8 times last time he played New Orleans. And what New Orleans is shaping up to be is the Ravens with the Trent Dilfer era, to where your team's not going to get across the 50, and we're eventually just going to score a touchdown. And Taysom Hill is not a better thrower than Trent Dilfer was, but dude's a better athlete than most of the people on the planet. So if he can just not turn the ball over, the Saints probably win. That's just the way it is. So I'm going to go with the Saints on that one, but I'm not probably going to put any money on it. What we got next?
All right. We got my Detroit Lions traveling to Chicago. Also 1 o'clocker. Detroit's 3-point dogs.
I hate to
Top
say
order
this.
of the NFL.
I hate to say this, but the Bears. Okay. I'm not picking off emotion. If I was picking off emotion, I'd say Lions by 30. All right, but I'm not going to pick off emotion. I'm going to say the Bears. Mitchell Trubisky, the man who was drafted over Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes. Way to go, Chicago. All right.
Oh, what a draft. What a draft.
He has another full week. Oh, by the way, the Bears could have also drafted Tom Brady. They also could have drafted Aaron Rodgers. Right. So the list goes on from great one to great one that they could have drafted and did not.
The Lions could have had Clinton Portis and Julius Peppers in the same draft, and they got Joey Harrington and Boss Bailey.
Hey, I like the Joey Harrington pick, though. Come on. The Joey Harrington
You're
was
wondering
lighting
who
up.
Boss Bailey
it up.
is. Join the rest of the world.
But I like the Bears there, and that's actually one of my locks. So I am picking Chicago in a lock because I don't think Detroit, unless they get all their players back, like they're not moving the ball. They're not moving the ball. So
now we get interesting. But that's dirty pool, man, picking on the Lions after they lost their fearless leader. That's like freaking Scotland after losing William Wallace. They got no Matt Patricia at the helm.
And also don't be too thrown off by the Packers blowout of the Bears last week, because the Packers got a tremendous amount of calls in their favor in the first half. I am a Packer fan. We get calls a lot unless we play Seattle for some reason. Then they get all the calls. But we get a lot of calls. We face masked Trubisky twice on our fumble return for a touchdown. Not once, twice. 2 different guys grabbed and pulled and didn't get called, and we returned the fumble for a touchdown. But oh well. So the game will be a lot closer. But I'm pretty sure Chicago win by a touchdown. Probably be like a 10-0 or 10-3 game. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be sloppy. But all right, what we got next?
All right, now it's getting interesting. We got Cleveland going to Tennessee.
All right, so
Tennessee's 5.5 on this, 5.5 point favorite. And man, if I could get him at that action, I like him.
Yeah,
That's
I
just
like
me though.
I like Tennessee here, but remember the two running backs that were leading the NFL going into week 17 last year were Hunt and Chubb. And then Derrick Henry had a 240-yard game in week 17 and passed them up. This game is going to be I hope it's going to be one of the best games of the year if you like 1970s football. Like, it's going to be
a real running back matchup.
And why I take Tennessee is because when you put him in the box, AJ Brown is going to light you up, and I gotta go with Tennessee. I would put money on it, but it'll probably be part of one of my parlays. But yeah, that's not one of my locks. But I go Tennessee on that one. What we got next?
Yeah. All right, so we're going the Bungles at the Dolphins down in Miami.
Take Dolphins money line. All right, Dolphins are going to win.
Yeah.
But if you want to make some money in a parlay, put money on Cincinnati cover. I think Cincinnati's at a 12-point dog.
Yeah, what we got right here? We are at 11. So
11?
a lot of people picking them.
Probably that's why. It was at 12.5 when it opened. Cincinnati
Yeah,
always has a
jumped
way.
on it.
Cincinnati always has a way of making it a game and then losing. That's what they do. So they're going to make it a game and then find a way to lose. I mean, they took Cleveland to the wire. You know, they take it. They just, it is what it is. Yeah. So I like the spread. I like the Bengals to spread, but take Dolphins money line. Who you got after that?
Yeah, we got Jacksonville at Minnesota. Minnesota's given 10.
Yeah. Let's see how the injury bug hurts Minnesota. This is one where it could be a lock coming Saturday. Looking at who gets cleared to play. So I like Minnesota big here over Jacksonville. Jacksonville's been deflated 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that was going to be one of your locks. Yeah, got Kirk Cousins. Sometimes he can be like the Walmart brand vanilla, and then sometimes he can be like French vanilla, like right out of the creamery. You know, he's
Kirk
always
Cousins,
vanilla, but sometimes he can change it.
Kirk Cousins is a Bill Belichick quarterback, except he doesn't have Bill Belichick. He has a defensive-minded coach. Kirk Cousins will put the ball where you tell him to put the ball. Coach said throw the ball there, roger that. All right, so it's like Tom Brady's going to be going down as the GOAT of all time because he threw little dump passes to the guy that was wide open. It is the coach's job to get guys wide open in the NFL. It is the coach's job to get the mismatches. It's the quarterback to realize where it's supposed to be. And you'll see the dumb quarterbacks miss open guys all the time. Right. And
what about Thielen when he went off on Cousins? Dude, that was legitimately funny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, take Minnesota. Watch the injuries on that one, though. Don't make it a lock unless Thielen's playing. And then watch their defense. I know Kendricks got hurt. So I don't know if he's going to play or not, but that dude's a monster. So
yes, he is. Yeah.
What do we got? What do we got next?
All right, we got Las Vegas going to the Jets.
All right, so the spread dropped on this one. Vegas is favored by 8. So Jacobs, one of my favorite running backs in the league, is not playing. However, I could probably go play running back for Las Vegas, and they still win. With my knee right now and my speed, I probably run a Tom Brady 40 right now, and it's
8.5.
Yeah, Vegas showed up really bad last week, and Gruden will have them come back. So I would put money on that one. Not one of my locks, but that would be in my parlay. Vegas with giving up the points too. So who we got next?
Colts, Texans, Indy, and Houston.
Tough one. Upset alert. Upset alert. Houston's coming, boys. Yeah. Should make Tanner Ford happy. I don't want to pick Houston here. I do not. But
getting 3.
But Deshaun Watson is playing very well.
Getting 3.
And they got a cancer out of the locker room. Kenny Stills, he's gone. And I honestly think the Texans are just going to beat them.
Well, and an old cancer too. Like, who's Kenny Stills think he is? He hasn't been
exactly.
burning anybody since
Miami
college.
Yeah.
All right.
So I wouldn't touch money on that one unless like you just like wanted to like, hey, throw money on the Texans money line. If you got an extra $10, see what it should win you 20. So go ahead and give it a shot. What do you
Going
got
into
next?
the 4:00 games, we got the Rams going to Arizona.
Another ugly game. Another ugly game to pick. Should be a good football game though. Should be a really good football game. I'm going to go with the Rams simply because Aaron Donald. You saw Aaron Donald take over the game last week against the 49ers. And
it's a good analogy, Bruce Smith, Aaron Donald, by the way.
Yep. I did it with Reggie White.
You said Reggie White?
Yeah. But Bruce Smith, same way. It's very rare that you have a defender that's like, you have a defender that's like, you know what? Screw this. I'm making something happen.
They were ahead of their time, those two.
Yep. And then, so you saw Aaron Donald sack Mullins like twice, and then the third time he stripped him for a fumble return touchdown when the Rams weren't moving anything. And the Rams should have won that game, but they blew it. And then the coach called out Goff. So I think Goff should respond, I think, pretty well to that. So I'm going to go Rams on the road. That's what I'm going with that one.
All right. Okay, we got the Giants going to Seattle.
This would have been a fun game to pick if Daniels practiced today, but he didn't practice yesterday or today. I think he's actually pretty banged up, and they're saving him to play. But you saw that now that the federal government is decriminalizing weed, guess who just got reinstated? Josh Gordon. So now you have Josh Gordon, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. So that's a lot of points. So I like Seattle as my. I'm going to put them at a lock at -11.
Give an 11, huh? Yeah.
I think they're going to put up 20-something
well,
points.
Well, what's everyone talks about Seattle's defense. They talk about Seattle's defense, yeah, but that's against firepower. They're playing the Giants.
Yeah.
Yep. And I don't think the Giants are going to be able to keep up. Not with that scoreboard. All right, so Philly at Green Bay.
If you don't like my Seattle lock, take Green Bay in a lock here. Green Bay is going to punish them. They're going to punish them hard. I'm not even going to talk about it because I'm a Green Bay fan. It's going to be freaking going to punish them. So Green Bay, landslide. Next question.
Yeah. No, something about that. He gets up against the Eagles.
Oh yeah.
I mean, everyone enjoys beating Philly. But yeah, we just froze up here. What's the next game after Green Bay? There we go. Boom. So we got New England at LA.
New England clam chowder. All right. LA is
the red or the white?
Yeah. The red? Yes.
Can never remember that.
Yeah. That's a good line there from Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. So those of you guys who didn't pick up on that one. And again, I'm going 4 locks this week. New England's going to beat them. New England has the horseshoe right now. They should not have beat Arizona. They got lucky on some calls. All right. Cam Newton got absolutely crushed on the sideline. However, he was not a quarterback anymore. He was running, and his foot was still in bounds. Nothing had touched out of bounds yet, and he got launched. Right. And not to mention,
it's a clean hit.
Has anybody else picked up on this? If you are watching, put it in the comments. I have been noticing a lot of teams in the first half go for it on 4th and goal. And Arizona did it twice.
True, actually.
Arizona did it twice and didn't score. So that's 6 points. I was always raised, and I'm not the analytical guy that does the computer figuration, but is there a new analytical thing that says don't get points in the first half? Like when you do all that work to get down there, yeah, it sucks that you didn't get in on 3rd and goal, but just get the 3 points.
Maybe
don't
Steve
understand it.
Young is coaching all of these offenses because Steve
Yeah.
Young said every time we kicked a field goal, I felt like we were 4 points closer to losing.
And that's
But
fine.
you know,
He's a quarterback.
that's
He's a
but,
quarterback.
But yeah, that
You're not. That's
you
why
want,
you're a head coach. Is like, hey,
by the
I'm
way,
taking the
Steve
3
Young
points.
might be the most underrated quarterback to ever play in the NFL. Sorry, I'm just saying. He's a hell of a running back.
Yeah, and he was a running quarterback in the time when you can clothesline
Oh,
people. Like, so.
yeah, exactly. His number matched his concussions.
Yeah.
But,
I don't. Arizona should have won that game last week in New England, hands down. But they gave up points. And I've been watching it in college a lot lately, mainly because I'm betting on the games in college, and I'm doing pretty well on that too. But it's like, yeah, I watch teams give up points. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like,
you are cold.
So yeah, I don't watch it. I watch Fantasy Zone on NFL Ticket. So Fantasy Zone on NFL Ticket, they just bounce back and forth to games, and all these guys, all they ever talk about is how loving they are of teams going for it all the time because they're, you don't, unless you have the kicker, you don't get any points. What's up, sweetie? So yeah, I gotta
say hey.
What we got next? Hey, I'm going.
All
I'm
right,
going
all
New
right.
England.
We got the mercy rule of the week. My God, Meta gets out and says, "Oh my God, Denver at KC."
I'm gonna let
13 and a half over here.
I'm gonna let
Do
Bill.
you even have to talk about it?
13 and a half over here. And I'm saying
the Saints
KC
were getting
all
14
day.
and a half. The Saints were getting 14 and a half.
I'm saying KC all day with 13 and a half. Good God.
That game smells like for some reason KC's gonna run a base package, not run any blitzes.
Yeah.
Probably still win.
They got friends in the other locker room and they don't want to embarrass anybody.
Probably still win. They'll probably win by 10.
That's a legitimate thing. That's legitimate.
I know it is. They don't.
Saban's like that.
Yeah, you'll see a team like, how come they didn't blow them out? Because they didn't run any blitzes. They ran cover 2 the whole game. They didn't give the next team next week any type of film that might show what they might do. So it's like, This might be one of those games that where Casey's just like, hey, we're gonna run off tackle 16 times in a row. Like, sorry. That's what Minnesota did when they beat Green Bay. I think Minnesota thought they were going to lose and just ran off tackle. Except every time they ran off tackle, it was 25 yards. So like, it's like, hey, this worked.
Those are good. Those are good numbers.
Yeah.
Those are acceptable.
All right, who we got next?
Is that not it? Nope.
No, we got way more. Games.
We got Washington at Pittsburgh.
It's a 15 game. No more bye weeks.
Holy shnikes! We got several.
Yeah, Washington at Pittsburgh.
It got me excited.
I might take Washington with the points here. I think it's going to be
+7 over here.
I think it's going to be a 3 or 4 point game, but I think Pittsburgh takes it out. Pittsburgh's going to beat them, but Washington is playing very, very well. So and their defense is very, very good. So if Connor comes back, again, watch the injury report on Saturday. If Connor comes back for the running back for the Steelers. But what's next?
We have Buffalo traveling to San Fran.
Okay, San Fran's getting a lot of love for their win against the Rams.
Calling it a pick 'em here.
Right. Their defense is pretty jacked and solid right now. But
I don't like that game at all.
I like it. I like Buffalo here. I do. Yeah, because Mullins sucks. He's not a good quarterback, and he's going to go
travel that many time zones, though. It's always.
Well, it's San Francisco's playing in Arizona. Let's not get political here, but let's get a little political. All right, I'm going to give California credit.
I'll bite.
They are trying this communist thing as hard as they can. Like they kicked the 49ers out of Santa Clara because they're not complying with the 14-day quarantine if they travel somewhere. So they're like, well, you can't play here anymore. Okay. I tell you what, that is honestly, I agree with you. That is ballsy, my friend. Sure. And then Arizona's like, come on down.
Yeah.
We even got fans. Arizona's going to have fans there. So,
yeah. Where can we play? Anywhere. Huh. You seen this place?
That's the thing about capitalism. I keep trying to explain to people. It's like, you could have your own little political riffraff, but somebody's going to pick it up. somebody's going to be like, I got you.
Mm.
Come over here. I got you. So
It's
yeah,
the NFL. It's the NFL.
I'm going to go Buffalo in a controlled setting in a dome. They're going to just, it'll be an ugly game, but Buffalo's going to win that one. And seeing as the last time Buffalo was there, they lost to a Hail Mary. They're going to be in that same stadium with a little bit of anger. That's just my opinion on that one. And then the last one we got is
Dallas at Balti.
The Tuesday night game, Dallas at Baltimore. All right, watch the injury report on this one. Baltimore is a 7.5-point dog. 7.5-point favorite. So if you want to put early money down, this one you're betting on the injury report. If Lamar doesn't play, RG3, he played awesome last week against Pittsburgh on Wednesday. He had a 45-yard run and then a 15-yard run, and then his hamstring didn't work anymore. Why? Because he's like 90, right? In NFL years. Yeah. And when he had that 45-yard run, the leg didn't work anymore. But if Lamar plays, it's an easy win for Baltimore. If Lamar doesn't play, put the money on Dallas. But I like Baltimore there. So let's go over my locks again. I got Green Bay as a lock. I got Seattle as a lock. If you don't like that one, no big deal. Take Minnesota as a lock. And then what was my other one? The Bears. And if Dan Dexter watches this one, take it. So now that the Book of Earl is done, now we can get to the stuff that only about 6% of the population watches, and that's UFC. All right. And however, the UFC, these guys have to apologize to the bettors, to include myself, because they made us lose a lot of money on that easy fight card that they called. Go ahead, Bill.
One dude screwed up that entire card. Not only one dude, a minus 550 favorite.
Yes.
Yes. Ruined everything. Because he was tired.
Yeah.
A good thing I had a lot of bourbon that day. And I was telling Bill before the show started, 10 Mountain sent me a bottle, and I bought 3 bottles myself, and that's my last bottle right there. So like that.
It's like, what are you guys doing to Nick, man? He's got like 4 days of growth. He's in trouble at work. Like he just keeps pouring it into that glass, man.
Yeah, when you're teleworking,
sending it this way.
When you're teleworking, that's what happens. So, anyways, those of you at the Non-Commissioned Officer Leadership Center of Excellence, this is recorded from 6 months ago. So when I was on leave, anybody who pays attention, we were picking games a long time ago. So let's get to the fight card. And is this one official, or are we still not? Have we taken a break on our White Claw bet?
No, you know what's happened though, and Bill can testify to this. They've gotten to the point where they literally are so watered down, and even the quality guys that they were fighting over and over and over again, they're watered down too. So the UFC's quality cards are going to start getting even more spread out than they were. So, I mean, take for instance the Figueroa, the guy who just was the main event. He's the main event of the next pay-per-view. So it's like pay-per-views aren't even like
granted, he only fought for 38 seconds, so
true.
Why not?
Truth. So no, this one's not official, but there are some parlay opportunities on this one that Bill and I have checked out.
Let me announce the fights, and seeing as Bill's still ahead of you, Joe, because you guys, was that a real arm there? That must be your compass arm.
Happened?
I don't know. He tried to flex. He tried to flex.
Bill, what were you doing?
I don't know. Is that your compass arm? Adjust fire polar, right? Like this, you got to use the compass.
Yeah,
right?
it's something like that.
Bill, what were you doing? Because I didn't see it. Because
that's my Peltor button pushing arm.
Yeah.
Nick, did you say he was flexing?
He tried.
I must have missed it.
Good thing. The good Lord gave him Dolph Lundgren genes to be big, because not much definition there. We'll get over that. He's an ops sergeant major now, so he don't got any time to be in a gym. He's too busy.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Too busy working out brigade staff duty.
I gotta save everything from when I embarrass Dave, so I can take down the trifecta.
Brigade got you pushing too many
I will tell you. It doesn't seem like a fair fight for how little Dave weighs, but Dave is strong. especially with
Dave made the bet.
I know.
So
I wanted to punch him through the computer, and I was like, Dave, you need to do a weight. You need to do a weight, like 60% of your body weight for like reps. Like don't do that. Like no, but anyway, but he is strong. So you do have to be ready. You have to put up over 300. Just put it that way. All right, so
yeah, that's cute.
I'm just saying.
Fisher Price, my first bench press for Dave.
I'm just saying, but it's got to be legit. It's got to be legit.
None of this
arching up butt off the thing. Make sure we stand. Let's get to the fights because nobody gives a shit about this, anyways.
Just hope Perry stays on the sidelines and watches.
Yeah, that's a different bet.
Jesus.
Perry's a different.
Perry's more like
CrossFit,
but anyways, featherweight. You got Nate Landwehr versus Movsar Evolov, whatever the hell that is. So you got this young kid, looks like, coming in 13-0 against Nate. So Bill, who we got in that fight?
I don't want to say easy bet because as we just talked about Koski, we'll ruin that. But again, with Evloev for sure, we'll take this win. He's a -630 favorite right now. And he's another dude who's just a beast on the ground. So if most likely he's going to put Landwehr on his back and he's going to keep him there for 3 rounds, probably take it to decision. He might get a submission out of it. I don't think so. I think Landwehr is good enough to not be submitted, but he's going to get put on his back, stay there for 3 rounds. And Evloev, how you want to pronounce this dude, again, like I said, -630 favorite, and he's an absolute animal on the ground. So that easy bet will definitely be part of our parlay.
You agree with that, Joe? Or you got anything else?
Yeah, 100%. I actually think that I don't think you're reaching too hard to go Evloev second round submission and parlay that, knock some of that -630 down with a finish parlay. But and with these smaller guys, they miss opportunity, they get sweaty, they don't hit real hard. It can go to the decision. 3 rounds go quick. So definitely Evloev money line, and if you wanted to get a little wild, pick them by submission or pick them to go under 1.5.
All right, the next fight we got is a light heavyweight, and we got John Allen squaring off against Roman Dolidze. So Joe, who do you got in that one?
This is a couple of guys that I don't know a whole lot about, but I'm gonna take the Roman Dolidze or Dolidze. Bill, correct me if I got something wrong here on his name, but he is on a 5-fight win streak. Actually, more than 5 fights. He's 7-0, but he's got five of his last fights are finishes, 4 knockouts in a row. And I like the odds here, so I'll take a money line because he's not that heavy of a favorite, so you're not going to get hurt on the parlay if you want to throw it in there. But once we get done picking these two, Bill and I'll have a couple of parlays to string.
Yeah, that's what do you want to get into that, or do you want to go fight by fight?
We can keep on going fight by fight because you're almost through most of the main card or half the main card.
We're under half.
Yeah, so
if you use American math. So
like I said,
fantastic.
Again,
I was using core math.
I don't use the metric system like Bill does. His commie ass, right?
I was using core math, Nick. It's fantastic. Have you ever seen it?
Common core.
Goddamn commies.
Yeah, goddamn commies. Joe, did you see that on the thread today? When somebody called Bill a commie?
Bill filled it in for me, but that is absolutely beautiful. And what people don't realize about Nick and what we're talking about is we say, did you guys see the guy called Bill a commie? None of us are like looking for his house address. We're all like, dude, I hope he was serious because that's hilarious.
Yes.
I hope he was serious because then we're really doing something right.
Yeah.
Call that man hair trigger.
So here we go, Bill. Who we got in the women's flyweight? We got Montana. Somebody watched Hannah Montana too much. Yeah. Versus Taylor Santos.
Santos all the way. I would put it in my parlay as a money line. most likely it's going to go to decision, but Santos also has hands for that female division. So if you wanted to get froggy, you could put a third round TKO in there. She's TKO'd quite a few of her opponents.
You could also say ribbit.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
but if I was gonna, I'd throw it in my parlay as a money line to Santos for sure.
Nice. Joe, any differences of opinion there? Or are you riding the same train?
No, we totally agree on that one. Better skill set. 16-1 decision, Santos.
All right. Lightweight, Joe. We got Gabriel. I mean, I don't like that guy. Named after a chick or like an angel of the death. But that might be a good way to bet on. Gabriel Benitez versus Justin James. Who you got?
Yeah, we got, it's Benitez and yeah, I don't really know enough about either one of these guys to call a finish on this one, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Benitez by decision. This one could go either way. I won't put it in a parlay, but yeah, that size, jiu-jitsu, and Vegas likes him at -210, so that's who I'm picking there. I'm just not going to put him in a parlay because lightweights could swing either way.
What you got, Bill? You're muted, Bill. Or you got to press the mute button, Bill. Now you got your porn kicked on, Bill. So like you got to turn off Pornhub, and then like you have a big light on your face.
Yeah.
I really don't
yes,
like
Nick,
it.
thank you.
Hear you, Bill.
Yeah, you're welcome. I hope your wife doesn't watch this because you just got busted. Like what
Honey, sorry, I had the porn up. But hey, same thing. Benitez money line only because I'll go with experience on this one. I wouldn't touch this in a parlay at all. I mean, I think they got him at like a -200 favorite. I think.
Yeah.
But like Joe said,
I didn't get that.
this.
Could you try again?
You didn't get that? Can you try it again, Bill? I think it was -210. Are you watching Are you watching anime? Like what is that?
No, that's Cortana yelling at me.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, like I said, Benitez money line. I wouldn't really touch this in a bet though.
Yeah. Ugh, gross.
All right, so we'll jump to light heavyweight.
Next fight I'm excited about.
Light heavyweight. How do you say that? Pro?
Ovin
St.
Preux.
St. Preux versus Jamal Hill. I'm taking Jamal Hill in the first 5 seconds. But anyways, go ahead. What do you got?
Yeah, Bill and I have come to an agreement on this going the way of St. Preux. Just St. Preux being the battle-tested veteran.
No way.
Vicious ground game. And his last fight was against a guy who was young, looked like a brick shit house, skin painted on muscle, was going to blow right through him, and he put him to sleep with a high kick. So I don't think this kid's got enough experience, and I think I love the fact that St. Preux is an underdog because you get some more money. But that line shifted a little bit, but St. Preux, second round submission.
You ever fought a guy named Jamal, Joe?
I've never fought a guy named Vince either.
You would have lost, right? So you don't name your kid Jamal unless he's going to be a badass. Like he's going to be a basketball player or he's going to be a fighter. Like, I mean, can we think of anybody who embarrassed themselves by the name of Jamal?
I'm trying to think of the other name that you said that about because it was Gilbert.
Yeah.
Was it Gilbert?
It might have been Gilbert. Yeah. I mean, have you ever fought a Gilbert? Like,
they're usually pretty irritated about that fact that they got to hear that two syllables every single day a lot.
All I know is I'll get into this later. I'll get this my closeout. I got a pretty good one lined up. But Bill, what do you got in that fight? For those people that are saying Joe's an idiot.
Like I said, I'll be honest, when I first talked about this with Joe, I gave it to Hill. So if we were doing our competition, we'd probably be opposite on this. St. Preux is probably going to win based off experience. He's got more time in the ring. This is really Hill's first test in the UFC. This is going to be that fight that Dana White threw at him to see if he can take it to that next level. St. Preux, he's frustrated. He fought Ben Rothwell and lost, and Ben Rothwell looks like crap lately. But then he came in, like Joe said, and slept a dude. Looked excellent in his last fight.
That you and I both picked. You and I both picked against him that night, and he made us look like fools.
Yeah, absolutely. St. Preux is probably going to win. I would still be hesitant to put money on this. I think it's a minus 175 to plus 165. I think right now.
They got him at a plus 150. What I'm looking at.
Like I said, St. Preux for the win. Joe says submission. I'm going to go with TKO on this one. Probably around late second round. But
it's a co-main, so it goes 5.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll go that.
Not the co-main.
Co-main doesn't go 5 either.
It's co-main's got to be for a belt to go for 5.
I'll put
$1.
I'll put $1 bet on that.
But like I said, don't be surprised if Hill comes in and pulls off a win. But I think St. Preux's experience is going to come into play. I think St. Preux might put him to sleep again. I think he might go for a second fight in a row.
I think that St. Preux has caught a second wind, man, in his career. I really do.
And I think he changed camps a little bit too.
None of you fought a guy named Jamal. So it's like Jamal going to just come in there and just fuck everything up, and you just got to deal with it. So to the main event.
I fought a guy that knew a guy named Jamal.
Yeah, his best friend. Yeah.
No,
we got Jack. He looks like he's Swedish. Hermansson versus Hermansson. Yeah,
they literally say it Hermansson.
Did they spell it wrong on ESPN, or is it just?
No, he's from West Virginia, so they say
all three words.
Hermansson. No, he's definitely Swedish.
I thought he was Swedish. Is he really Swedish? Because I just guessed based off of the name.
What's that flag, Bill?
I am an educated person, so
he's Swedish.
Oh, I was right, and I don't know anything about these guys.
Norway.
Damn it. I was close. Same area.
From Holland. Isn't that weird? They're all
European.
Those white
Yeah, that's why they call us white on the census, because forget whatever place you're from. Anyways, Marvin Vittori. Who we got here? Bill, who we got?
I am going with Vittori in a decision. I think Vittori is the better fighter. I think he's a much better ground guy as well, which is going to hold Hermansson off. And I think he's going to drag this out to a decision. Hermansson, if he's smart, is going to try to go for the TKO and avoid the ground as much as possible. But Vittori's good enough to play the long game on the standing game. But I think Vittori's going to get him on the ground. He's going to keep him there, control the fight. Vittori by decision.
Nice. Joe, you agree?
Yeah. Yes, I do. And I don't think people would be out of their minds to pick Vittori to finish standing. He does have his ground game solid and he's strong, but Hermansson is definitely somebody not to be forgotten about on the ground. So I think, dry, first couple of rounds, I don't think Vittori is going to want to go to the ground with him. I think he's going to want to stand and swap it out. And I think that would be very reasonable to see him catching Hermansson early.
Okay. Let's talk parlays. Let's talk how we're going to make real money for these trash talk degenerates that actually watched this 45 minutes of bullshit before we got to this. They're sitting here like fast forwarding it. Like, thank God it's not live, like they got how do we make money tomorrow? Because Bill, you fucked me, but it's fine. Let's go. How do we make money tomorrow?
One, Koski fucked all of Vegas.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Vegas made money on that one. So,
so my parlay would be Santos, Dolids, or Dolides, however you want to say it, Evloev, And on the prelim card, you got a Levitt, who's also a minus 400, and who is an absolute submission animal on the ground. So parlay, go Santos, Dolides, Evloev, and Levitt.
All money line?
Yeah.
I would go all money line. If you want to get brave, you can put Evloev and Levitt to finish.
Okay. So all money line money. Joe, what do you got?
Yeah, I like Levitt. Depending on the website you're on, I like Levitt if it's under if he within the distance. I like him submission and submission, and I don't know if you can do that with under 1.5. I wouldn't mess with it there, but either way, I like him by submission. That's how he's going to win the fight.
And Bill, your porn's back on.
What's up?
Bill's porn popped back on again.
Bill,
stop, dude. Fuck, really, for like an hour. Just said to stop for an hour, dude.
Yeah,
like, come on.
You're gonna start chafing.
Never.
Yeah.
But hey, on my bookie, you can bet Levitt to win by submission. So
okay, and then what else can you do as far as that goes? Can you pick just by finish? Can you pick within 1.5?
Yeah, he's got.
Yeah, they'll have their over under. You gotta go to the prop bets.
You can go under 2.5.
Oh shit, under 2.5 to where the money's at there. So if you
For
can
where,
find
which
a
fight?
spot to Levitt under 2.5 is how you want to parlay that. Okay, and then this Topuria, who's also on the undercard. I like him money line. He's a minus 240 favorite. Just take him money line and add him to that Levitt by submission or Levitt within the distance.
Under 2.5.
Yeah, Evloev, first fight on the main card. Take him to definitely take him. Man, that
unfuck yourself.
That
Joe.
Landwehr is going to come at him. That Landwehr is going to want to bang with him. So I take Evloev to finish. So Evloev to finish, Levitt to finish, Topuria money line, St. Preux, and Santos. That's it right there. St. Preux, Santos, Evloev to finish, Levitt to finish, and Topuria.
Nice. So I'm going to ask you guys again because you were somewhat okay on it last week or 2 weeks ago.
6 for 8.
But hey, no, post these pics on the thread when I share the video, so that
I will take a picture of my bets and I'll post.
I'm just saying. We saw it on TikTok. That was awesome. So I'm going to close out because we're getting way over the time our media marketer says that people actually pay attention to your shit. So we're not Jocko, so we can't do a 3.5 hour shit yet because nobody's watching. All right.
By the way, everybody check Ryan Henderson on Jocko.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up. Ryan Henderson was on Jocko for 3.5 hours. So I'm pretty sure he read the book the entire time he was on there. I listened to it for about, this is why the media marketers are right. I listened to it for about 25 minutes because I already talked to the guy about the book. So I was like, yeah, I'm done listening. So
I tell you, I checked my mailbox about 25 times, and I guess Jocko, my invite got lost in the mail. But I'm waiting for
Jocko's a bitch. I kicked his ass. But it was so like
we're waiting for our opportunity. Come on there. Come on. Let's go.
I don't know how that turned that way. I know why it turned that way because of my closeout. It turned that way because I'm calling out Bob Memory. All right. Look, you keep liking my shit on Twitter, but you're not putting this on yet. All right. So
let's go, Bob.
Get off whatever stupid shit you're on and get us on there because we're going to make you money for one. And then two, you don't have anybody as qualified to tell you how to fight than us. Nobody. You haven't had anybody or show that knows half a shit about fighting. But so get us on there. I'm just going to say that. Now, big congratulations. I'm going to throw give a little plug to my wife. She finished her 100 miles in November for Stop Soldier Suicide. She was able to raise 300 of 300. I don't think, Bill, were you able to raise your money?
No, because everybody's donating to Gold Star Teen Adventures.
Oh, okay. So that works out too. So again, Stop Soldier Suicide did a great thing in November. They did 100 miles and they have a wellness center. Again, I know veterans hate giving money to this, and I know civilians sometimes question who they give money to. All right. If you give money to Gold Star Century Team, it's going to go to the right place. If you give money to Stop Soldier Suicide, it's going to go to the actual holistic health of warriors. So it's a good place to go. I'm active duty. Sergeant Major Bill is still active duty. Joe just he's over there like playing the veteran card. You know, everybody feeling sorry for him. But
hey, sometimes it's the only ace in the sleeve, buddy.
Yeah, someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
But again, we give parts of all of our proceeds when you buy the swag, the hat, the shirts, everything. It all goes to Stop Soldier Suicide, man. That's what we're about. Anyways, tomorrow we got Tex Ball coming on. Tex Ball is a Vietnam era vet, and he started a coffee company. He was an Air Force guy. I don't know. We're gonna have a good time. I know he's a pretty far right winger guy, so we could probably get him pretty fired
For all
up.
you people that got your feelings hurt about what Bill had to say, tune in.
Yeah. Tune in for Tex Ball. Tex Ball is going to be a blast. Yeah. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for our usual veteran trash talk hour, and you guys keep rocking on.
Later on.